You are not going to believe what I have for the audience today. I'm going to do a cooking lesson, how to prepare fish. And in this lesson, I'll explain characteristics of fish and then how you clean it and then prepare it for cooking. Fish are sold fresh, frozen, or salted in a grocery store or open market. And typically people buy fish if they really like it for a special meal or a restaurant dinner that the cook prepares for his guests. What you want to do is you want to find fresh fish that are whole with all the guts and everything. So you either catch the fish or you go to the market and find something that is nice and fresh. And now today I happen to have an example of fresh caught rainbow trout that I'm going to be able to use for my demonstration. Now I don't know if you can see this clearly. This is rainbow trout that my brother-in-law Andy and some of his friends caught from a stream around Potomac, Maryland earlier today in the afternoon when they went fishing. Now what you do when you prepare this fish, the first thing you do when you clean it is you need to get some knives that are like what I'm using, a kitchen knife or a smaller fillet knife. And then the idea is you pick up your fish, which this is a little bit gross. Ew. You pick this fish up, like I have it right here, and you gut it, in which you slit you take the knife and you prepare a slit down the back of the abdomen from the head right here back to the middle back of the body, right along that part with the knife. And then when you open up the abdomen, you pull out all the guts and you dispose of them. And of course you use a chopping board like this, which I'm using this plastic chopping board to chop on, and you cut the fish the way I said and you gut it. And then after you do that, you have the option of leaving the head on or cutting off the fins and the head. Now after that is done, and this is on what they call round fish, which is a rainbow trout, the next thing you can do is you can fillet the fish. And if you fillet it, you cut off the skin first, and then you cut off the head of the fish and then make a slice down the middle and separate the bones from the flesh and cut the fish into 2 long pieces, which is typically done in America. And then you have the option of preparing the fish as baked, sauteed, braised, or deep fried. And the basic ingredients for the batter are the same that you use. 1 cup of flour, salt, 1 egg, and half a cup of milk. And according to the recipe I'm looking at, you just coat the fish or the fish fillet with a little bit of egg and milk, dip it in the flour, put salt on it, so that both sides are coated. And then you put it in the oven and bake it, and baking times vary. Generally, they say in this instructional guide to use oven heated to 400 degrees, and you bake the fish, maybe a pound of fish, somewhere between like 35 minutes to an hour, checking on the consistency of it and adding salt and pepper, herbs, parsley, or melted butter as you see fit. And then after baking the fish in the oven in a metal baking pan, then you cook it for the subscribed, say 40 minutes, and then take it out, check it, and then if it's done, if it looks okay, then you prepare it for dinner to eat, or you may decide to put it back in the oven and cook it for like 10 more minutes. If it looks like the flesh is white and firm, and you check it with a fork or a toothpick, then that means it's done.